The greatest threat to our planet is the belief that someone else will save it. Changing our behavior starts with our generation, and even the smallest actions can cause a big change. This call to action is for drivers to stop idling their cars. Allowing your car engine to run while the car is sitting still is called idling. Did you know that idling a car is against the law? In Massachusetts, idling your car for more than 5 minutes with no reason is illegal. In New Hampshire, idling your car, except in extreme cold weather, is considered illegal as well. It is really important that we stop idling. Breathing exhaust fumes increases the risk of serious illnesses including cancer, heart and lung disease, asthma, and severe allergies. There are air quality benefits too. Reducing vehicle emissions improves the quality of the air we breathe. Is this really an issue in our community? Let's look at just our Bedford High School community. It's common to idle cars in the high school parking lot before and after school, while sipping coffee or chatting with a friend, while waiting for practice to start, or waiting to pick someone up, or for the buses to leave. There are 372 parking spots filled with cars each day at the high school. If only half of them idle for 12 minutes a day, a few minutes before school, a few minutes after school, that works out to 186 hours of idling each school week. That burns a lot of gas. How much gas depends on the car size. Compact cars with a 2.0-liter engine burn an average of 0.25 gallons per hour, which works out to 10 gallons per car in a 40-week school year. Larger cars with a 4.0-liter engine burn an average of 0.6 gallons per hour, which works out to 24 gallons of gas per car in a 40-week school year. If only half the cars in the parking lot idle for a few minutes per day, our Bedford High School community burns between 1,860 gallons to 4,464 gallons of gas in a single school year just sitting in the parking lot. So how much are you spending when your car sits in a parking spot? If you have a similar structure and mechanical makeup of a 2.0-liter engine, you will have spent $30 extra on gas for just idling your car for 6 minutes before and after school for the entire school year. If you have a similar structure and mechanical makeup of a 4.0-liter engine, you will have spent $70 extra on gas for just idling your car for 6 minutes before and after school for the entire school year. With our combined idling, the amount of money spent on gas emissions emitted from our cars while idling will amount to $5,000 to $12,000 in a single school year. For every gallon of gas burned, 20 pounds of CO2 is produced. One mature tree can absorb 48 pounds of CO2 in a year. The Bedford Community Parking Lot produces between 37,000 and 89,000 pounds of CO2 from just cars that are sitting still in parking spaces. The CO2 produced by just idling cars in our parking lot in a single school year would take one tree over 1,000 years to absorb. Good thing we have more than one tree. On average, 1 acre of forest can absorb 5,000 pounds of CO2 a year. So it takes 7 to 12 acres, or roughly 7 to 12 football fields of forest, a full 12-month year to absorb the CO2 emissions that the Bedford High School community produces from idling cars. Here's a map of our school's campus. There's the football field. Every tree inside these red rectangles spends one entire year absorbing the emissions our parked cars emit by idling for a few minutes each day of only a 180-day school year. This doesn't count for the driving we do or the idling done in other places like drive-thrus, driveways, practices, etc. Some ways that you can help is spreading the word and doing it yourself. Communicating this to your friends and family to turn off their cars while parked would be very important. Please take the time to fill out this survey I have created to collect data on how impactful this documentary was on you. Thank you for watching. It is our collective and individual responsibility to preserve and tend to the world in which we all live.